What it do? About to start watching that Pete Hegseth fucking confirmation here with my buddy Brandon. Just wait for him to hop on. But, see what kind of stupid shit he says. I've heard, just haven't seen it yet. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I like the How Much Pain, but it was kind of PG'd out. PG'd out. Do 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 do. And I will always love you, no matter what I say. Do 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 do. Memes and shit. You can. I can show you how to make a bomb out of a roll of toilet paper and a stick of dynamite. I bet you can. Fuck LEDs. It's true. Do 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 do. What up? What up?
Yo, yo, yo.
What's happening?
Not much. Fucking got up like an hour ago.
Nice.
And I kind of I've been like weaning myself off of like Lexapro. What's like a generic Lexapro, like an SSRI.
Yeah.
I fucking woke up to brain zaps, which was fucking fun. Jeez, that shit sucks. I don't know if you've ever been on antidepressants.
No,
but
my
fuck.
girlfriend is.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
she
like
gets
the weirdest
fucking.
feeling.
You tired a lot?
Yeah, my sleep's been fucked, but I've been trying to get up. Like every time I get up, like in the morning, I'm trying to go outside and have a smoke, outside instead of in my room like a piece of shit. So I get the light in my eyes. I'm trying to go out there more in general, but
Yeah.
ever since I moved back to my mom's house, I've just kind of been
Meh.
in this room, fucking. Well, sort of in a way, but I don't know. It's been a weird fucking 4 months, dude. Fucking weird as shit.
I bet.
Like in a fucking dungeon, dude.
Basically. All right, let's see here. Let me go to the Knights of the Round Table. Share your screen.
Oh, let me see. See if I look like shit right now.
I know. I personally don't. I just kind of whooshed my hair. I don't give a fuck. Whoosh.
Figure out how to set this fucking thing up. Is there like a way to zoom this shit?
I have no clue. Because I don't even know my shit.
That's not too bad.
Audio or display case, video capture.
I gotta put some shit on these walls.
For sure. Like, yeah, I get in mine. You can see my jersey, but nothing else. I got my movie case. You can see the movie case in the background.
Put some stuff on these.
See, I do puzzles.
I was gonna tear down the wall because there's another room on the other side, but I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of shit in that room. Oh, dude, we're in not a good fucking state in this fucking house now because the fucking plumbing's fucked, and now
What's wrong with the plumbing?
like the draining or whatever.
Yo,
Like
what's happening, brother?
So like
not shit.
we have to fucking what am I trying to say? So we have to figure out like where the problem's at, like whether it's like the park's problem or ours.
Yeah, it could be out in the fucking.
You're having water issues.
My mom should not have fucking been here this long. I swear to God. That's the.
How long she been
I
there?
have these fucking problems. Fucking like 30 years, dude. And
I mean,
these things are only really built for the last 30 years, dude. And she should just jettison this thing. Fucking.
Yeah.
Fuck out. She's 62, so she's like not far from retiring. I don't know.
She's
Maybe
like
what is
2-3
it,
years
like
away.
5 years now. 2-3 years is it 65?
65, I think.
Yeah.
Well, if not, I think they're gonna raise it to 65. That's Trump's plan. So it's 64, I think, right now, but they're gonna raise it 1 year.
Oh.
Yeah, it's already pretty much raised for the most part, but without telling with stagnant wages and all that other shit, and then just Medicare and Social Security is going to be running out by the time that we need it.
Well,
yeah,
again,
by the time retirement age, when we get to that age, we're going to be working until we're dead, pretty much.
Well, that's what's funny about it, because again, that's partially why you need.
We're gonna be like
that's why you need
basically,
Latino people, because they pay in and they actually don't even get anything out of it. Like they pay into Social Security taxes and they don't actually get any of the benefits because they're not citizens or whatever. Like that's actually one of the perks of them being here too that people don't ever want to talk about. All the taxes they get, they spend, they don't really make back.
Oh, jeez, he's being sworn in, this piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
This fucking guy, I know.
Yeah, neo-Nazi.
Dude, the second I knew he was a fucking retard was the second he went, I don't believe in germs. He's like, I don't wash my hands and shit like that. It's like, what the fuck? You don't believe in germs, dude? Like, I always think, like, what makes you sick? Like, what is the thing is it just the cold weather? Is that what makes you sick? Then why do you get warm? Or why is it summertime you get sick and shit? Like, what the fuck? How can you think there's no germs? All these things that say they kill 99.9% of the germs, they're just lying. All of them, Dove, all these companies.
They were lying. Yeah, they were lying. They would have class action lawsuits left and right.
Dude, I mean, I can't remember.
Obviously, people are trying to prove that.
Hold on, I gotta look up. I gotta look up when germ theory became a thing, because it's got to be like 50, 100 years old almost. When
Holy shit!
Germ.
Did you guys know that Montgomery Ward is back, but it's like Finger Hut?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, holy shit, Montgomery Ward. I thought that was dead and
I
buried.
haven't seen that shit in
Yeah,
forever.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
germ.
Finger Hut.
Dude, they found out about germs in 1860 fucking one.
Yeah, I knew it was that.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's
yeah,
fucking.
it's pretty recent.
Yeah, I thought it was like in the 40s, 30s. Like I was thinking like within the last like 100 years, but it's like 150
Maybe
years, almost 200
penicillin?
years.
When did they figure out penicillin?
I think that was
Penicillin
like,
was 60s, I think. I want to say it was 40s or 60s.
when was penicillin?
Yeah, while he's searching it
Yeah,
up.
yep. 1928.
Oh, 1920, all right.
Alexander
Wasn't far
Fleming.
off. I knew it was
London.
Oh, London.
London.
Yeah. Oh snap. Yeah, fucking. I wonder if they had a lot of problems during like the World War One, and then they kind of were like, we need to figure this out, and they started working on this.
Yeah, probably the Spanish flu probably just propelled it out the ass, trying to figure out the Spanish flu and how to, stop it, since it was the most deadly in modern history.
Mm-hmm. The first time a human got penicillin was in 1941.
Oh, in 1941, but they had it developed. And
Yeah, they were doing a test. Yeah, starting, but yeah, the first human was an Oxford policeman.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, what?
cool.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
No, I don't think so.
Dude, before D-Day, they gave out 2.3 million doses of penicillin before they invaded Normandy.
I'm not surprised at all.
It's not surprising, but it's funny because now when people are asked to take 2.3 million fucking vaccines of the COVID shit, people lost their fucking mind, act like it's never happened before.
And then they go around and say, only real men do this. And it shows picture of D-Day.
Yeah.
It's like, real men take vaccines too.
Dude, well, that's my point. It's like, it's funny
real
because
men
you're
didn't
saying
do
that,
that. They were forced to.
it's just ironic that you keep saying that military, like all these people never had to do this before. It's like, actually they've had their whole fucking time. Like since the beginning of modern medicine, the soldiers have had to get like a bunch of shots. Let me look up.
Yeah, they've got to be vaccinated in order to join the military, because obviously you're going to be traveling the world.
Yeah, that's the thing.
People don't,
because you have to
understand
get
that.
like malaria and shit. When we went over to Vietnam and shit was horrible. Let's see here.
Yeah, the African corpse, they had to deal with that shit too.
Right now, according to the National Institute of Health, military people have to get 17 different vaccines right now.
Yeah. That seems. I was thinking more like 20, 25, somewhere around there.
Like meningitis, whooping cough, polio, tendonitis, hepatitis B, meningitis, malaria, typhoid, yellow fever.
Pretty much the standard shit.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, like, it's just funny because when the COVID shit came out, they're all like, you can't make them do it. It's like, dude, we've been doing it forever. It's nothing new that the military people have to get fucking vaccines.
You have vaccines, I guarantee you. You like, they cause autism. It's like, no, they fucking don't.
And the thing is, even if they did, it's like 1 in like 5 million. Like, I mean, it happens.
Yeah,
like, there's a lot of those things that happen. Like, it does happen. It just sucks that people have some, different fucking.
Yeah, but the people who are so against vaccines and say that it causes autism is just basically slapping the autism community in the face, because they fear it so much that they rather put everybody's life at risk with these deadly diseases instead of risking if it had autism instead of getting that. That shit just pisses me off. It's like, really, really, just because you're afraid that you could maybe. It's just like, go fuck yourself. It's not the worst thing. Yeah, it sucks, but it's not the worst thing.
Yeah, dude.
I think HIVs or having whooping cough or something a little bit, more detrimental. Hepatitis, I'd rather not have that.
Like smallpox, right?
Yeah,
that shit.
or polio.
Polio's coming back, dude.
Yep.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Good thing I'm vaccinated.
How many cases of
people didn't get
polio
fucking
are in the United States? Because I think at one point it was like down to like 3 people.
Yeah, now I think it's
Was
like
it transmitted?
Like 10.
How was I don't know. Polio's
Yeah, because isn't it a virus? So technically, airborne it can't transmit through airborne.
Damn.
Let's go to nowadays.
Oh, the preseason cast iron.
Yeah,
Fuck
in
that.
1994, we actually eliminated all of polio from North and South America.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I think now it's coming back.
Well, at least smallpox is gone at least. Except for, from what I know, there is a vial of smallpox in some laboratory here in the U.S. and over in Russia, which is not a good idea for either one. They should just destroy them.
Post polio. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe, I guess I can't find how
some
many
diseases. Yeah, some diseases do not deserve to, be preserved.
Also, yeah, they probably evolved into something else. Now it's probably a different disease in general. Honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because viruses are the ones known to mutate like that really quick.
Well, yeah,
like I really think that you guys know the game Plague Inc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think all high schoolers in health class, they should have to learn that, because it's actually a pretty good tool to learn like how the different kinds of sicknesses evolve and stuff.
Yeah, man.
I mean, if they release like a second one with more mechanics to it, that would be better. But still, it explains pretty well on how everything like difference from a pyron to a bacteria, because pyrons are hard as hell to transmit, but once you do, they're uncurable.
Yeah. All right. So I think I just found it. I just found this article. In New York City in 2022, they found both cases of paralytic polio in unvaccinated adults in Rockland County, and several wastewater samples from communities near the patient's residence. So yeah, in Rockland County, New York, there's fucking polio again. First time since 1994. Yeah, evidently. Wastewater, so probably like the shit water or whatever. I'm guessing they tested his fucking shit water and found there's traces of fucking polio in it and shit.
Oh, that's not good, but normal people really don't drink that kind of water.
No, but the whole thing is, I guess if it goes into like your ground and shit, I don't know how. Like I said, I have to look up how polio actually transmits and shit. I guess I don't know, because yeah, if it's airborne, I guess it wouldn't really matter.
And saliva, and I don't think it is. I don't think it is airborne.
Is it saliva?
Yeah.
No.
Saliva or feces.
Yeah. Saliva or feces. So that would explain why, like in like big slums and stuff, because I know it was hard as hell to get rid of it. India was like one of the last places that it survived just because of the slums, and also religious. A lot of them are anti-vax, like the hardcore Sikhs and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, it says right here, it says you get polio from just basically touching infected person's feces or piss, which is weird. Like who the fuck wants to get peed on and pooed on unless you're fucking R. Kelly?
Probably
there's some disturbing
wash
people.
Your fucking hands, dude.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Honestly, yeah. Not washing again.
I guess respiratory droplets, dude. Yeah, that's basically airborne.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah, contaminated food and water.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
but like I said, it's fucking back. First time since 1994. So what's that? 21 years ago, or no, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Because this is the one he got right here. This paralytic polio. This is the most serious form. So the one that the dude had in fucking whatever has the most serious form of it too. Fucking bad.
Yeah, where it just paralyzes the entire body.
Intense pain, extreme sensitivity. Yep.
Yeah, fuck that noise. I would just put a bullet in my head at that point. You have polio? All right.
Yep. You ever heard of like that?
The hazmats.
There's a suicide plant called Gimby. You ever heard of it? It's in Australia.
No, I heard the one over in Scandinavia somewhere.
Yeah, so like there's been 2 different guys that have committed suicide over the pain of the fucking poison that this plant. Like you touch this plant, you fucking basically want to die. And 2 people have killed themselves over it. It's fucking crazy.
What was it called?
Gimpy. I'll show you right here. This plant right here.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you can see them, but like there's little fucking needles all throughout this plant that shoot you and talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh yeah, the stinging bush. Yeah,
like
that family. Ooh.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, this is like the worst version of it. Like out of that family, this is the worst one. But Yes, there's been 2 people that fucking one guy used it as fucking toilet paper or whatever his fucking was, and his fucking, and he just ended up killing himself. He was like, "Nope, I'm not dealing with this no more."
Yeah.
And somebody else
Holy
did it
shit.
too. But yeah,
Because nettles suck enough already, just standard ones like we have around here. Although if your adrenaline's pumping, you don't realize you've been stung. You just look down and be like, oh, I had nettles in me because it's all red, but you don't feel them.
yeah,
But that's why you carry a can of beer just in case if you do brush into nettles, you just dump it in.
it washes it away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
crazy. All right, let's.
Oh, it's a host plant for the larva of the white nymph butterfly. Huh.
Crazy.
Toxicity. Here we go.
All right, let's listen to this retard.
Delafield.
Writing a book is different than being Secretary of Defense.
Oh yeah, dude.
And I look forward to leading the men and women of our military. And my comment there, Senator, was about the burdensome rules of engagement that members of our generation, men and women, have seen on the battlefield. And one thing President Trump changed in meaningful ways that led to meaningful developments on the battlefield. When President Trump took control in the first term, ISIS was raging across Iraq. And as someone who spent a lot of time there.
Were they? What? How much?
Raging.
That's what I'm saying.
across
Like, really?
Iraq.
Because like, I don't think that was a big deal. Let's see here. ISIS
When did
2016, or we'll go. Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how that went down.
ISIS controlled territories in 9 out of 14 Syria. Continues besiege. So it's basically against Syria. Networks in Qualcomm mountain ranges.
Oh, Syria's
Lebanon.
Syria's been solved, at least the civil war now. Israel's going in there now, and there's probably going to be another fucking war.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. It's like, just fucking calm the fuck down, Middle East.
Well, sadly, they just never will.
No.
As long as it's not a 2-state solution, which sadly neither of them want, because they all both are greedy pieces of shit, want the whole goddamn part of the land instead of just splitting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Completely
not.
unrealistic expectations. That's
Also,
it's just like
it's tough to tell somebody fucking
game theory thing.
that, like, if you were bombed by it, if Israel bombed your family, or if you're the Houthi people, whatever, and you bomb some of their family, like, good luck ever having like peace with that side, because now you fucking hate them for the rest of your life. You just killed my family, or that's what people don't realize. Like, all these terrorist shit, you just made fucking enemies for the next lifetime again.
Yep.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know.
With other men and women who invested in that mission, it was a very difficult moment to see the black flag of ISIS fly. And what President Trump did was untie the hands of warfighters. He changed the rules of engagement, untied the hands of warfighters, and allowed them to complete their mission and crush ISIS. It has not just tactical implications, operational and strategic implications, how you allow warfighters to go about winning and fighting their wars. President Trump understands that, and within the laws of war and the Uniform Code of Military Justice, we are going to unleash warfighters to win wars so that wars don't drag on forever, as our generation has seen.
So, according to his theory, he's like, we should just drop nukes on everybody because we'll win the war in like one day.
Well, to be fair, I just looked up because you remember when we dropped the Moab in that huge ISIS complex out in the tunnel? Yeah, that was done by Trump administration there because it was April 13th of 2017.
Yep. No, yeah, the Moab. Fucking.
So at least he's speaking some truth. At least he's making some sense in that.
No, I mean, in the end, obviously, if you're gonna go to war, obviously you want to end the war quick. Like what he's saying, like we go, like that makes sense. But like I say, but if you use that logic to like its fullest extent, then I'm saying like wouldn't it be best just to drop fucking nukes on everybody and just win the war? Like obviously you can't just win the war no matter what. Like like you say, like the fastest way is not necessarily the best way. Obviously,
Yeah. The reason why but the fast way on this is because they were a militia. They weren't a straight up, government funded military like Russia is. That would be dangerous to do this. But if it's just a militia, ISIS extremist, by all means, what's the worst that they can really do at that point? It's going to demoralize them into all hell.
Yeah, I mean that's all we really try to do. We just try to blow up like their oil fields, their fucking military bases, their like we try to be precise
Yeah.
about what we hit, not just fucking blowing up fucking cities and towns and shit, you know?
Yeah, just not carpet bombing the fuck out of it like we
Yeah.
used to do. But that was World War II, and everybody was at war.
Yeah. Also, we got better and more modern laws,
Yeah.
or like, you know, international law. Like, dude, this is illegal. Like, I know that we're in war, but you
Yeah,
can't just
laws
fucking
and
openly kill.
guided weapons.
Because yeah, like you're not supposed to try to kill citizens as much as you can, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's like cluster bombs and landmines and all that shit are illegal.
yep, for sure.
And those are the two worst, other than nukes, are the three worst weapons.
For sure.
I gotta let the damn dog off.
All right, I got you.
So are you rejecting Title 18 and Title 42, I think, also has provisions that incorporate the Geneva Convention and the laws of armed combat? Are you saying that those laws should be repealed? That is the law of the land right now.
Senator, we have laws on the books from the Geneva Conventions into the Uniform Code of Military Justice. And then underneath that, you have layers in which standard or temporary rules of engagement are put into place. We fight enemies also, Senator, as our generation understands, that play by no rules. They use civilians as human shields.
So are you saying
They target
that
women
the
and children.
The Geneva
We don't
Convention
do
should
that.
not
We
be
follow
observed?
rules. We follow rules, but we don't need burdensome rules of engagement that make it impossible for us to win these wars.
You're
And that's
saying
what
two different
President
things. You're
Trump
saying we follow
understands.
rules, but we don't have to follow the rules in all cases. Is that correct?
That's kind of what what I was trying to say. Is like, dude, what you're saying about doing the quickly thing. That, I mean, obviously it makes sense, but like he's saying, like, there's rules and regulations. You can't just fucking openly, you know,
There's good reasons
total
for
war
them,
people.
too, like-
Well, also, yeah, especially for America, because we're one of those people that we destroy you, then we build you up. So, like, if we destroy your whole city, you know how expensive that is to rebuild that whole city?
Yeah.
Because we're going to be paying for it, or at least half of it, or whatever, you know?
Dude. And then, like, with all this, like, new Trump aggression, you know, like, oh, we're going to annex Canada, we're going to
Yep.
annex Mexico, or, you know, all it's going to do is make people more cynical toward us, more fucking, you know, like, we're just making ourselves look more hostile. And then it's going to lead to us spending more on military. Like, it just is.
Oh, I know.
So it's like, it's insanity. We keep doing these things because we want cheaper, but we're going to fucking pay more as a result. You know, like, it's just, that's literally what it all comes down to, is these idiots just looking at short term, only looking at certain numbers and not the fucking big picture.
That's the Reagan economics shit and what Trump did last time. It's all about make
At
me
least
look good
fucking
for my
Reagan
president.
granted amnesty, though, you know, like,
No, I know that's
I
good,
don't
but
know.
I'm talking about just the economic part of it, like the trickle down, like I said.
Yeah.
So reading that from Reagan shit, Reagan tripled the national debt in his time. For a guy that was supposed to, you know, make the national debt go down, he tripled it. That's fucking nuts. You know, think about like our debt going from 20 trillion, wherever it is, 34 trillion now to 100 trillion, tripling it. That's fucking nuts. He did that. As a guy that was supposed to be the fiscal conservative and, you know, balance the budget and do all this shit. It was fucking Bill Clinton who did it. The Dems. Not fucking the Republicans.
Yep.
But yeah, I like what this dude's saying about the fucking... You're saying that you want to follow the laws and rules, but then you're saying you're willing to fucking do whatever it takes to fucking end the war quick. You can't have both statements be the same. They're contradictory.
Nah.
I like that.
Senator, I'm making
some rules.
Senator, I'm making an important tactical distinction that
$20
warfighters will understand. That there are the rules we swear an oath to defend, which are incredibly important, and this committee understands and helps set them. And then there are those echelons above reality, from, you know, corps to division to brigade to battalion. And
So according to him, the military is above our laws? Like, you know, like, isn't that what he just literally said? Like, he's like, there's rules and laws that we make, and then above that is the brigades and the fuck. So, like, he, like, if people don't actually listen to what he's saying. Like, he just literally said there's a 2-tier system and that these people are higher than the rest of us.
And he basically said, like, oh, these are things that, like, soldiers or whatever, like, people in the armed services will understand. You know, it's like a fucking argument from authority, more or less.
For sure, dude. And the thing is, obviously, if you're a war guy, you're going to allow for more fucking war shit. You know, like, more, you're going to push the limits of what's legal and not legal, you know? That's kind of the point of having the Congress shit. They're, like, kind of outside of it. I mean, some people are military people in general, too, but you're supposed to make logical thoughts and rules, not fucking ones based on emotion and trying to end things the fastest, the easiest way, you know?
Yeah.
I just think it's funny. Like he just openly admit that we have a 2-tier system and he's for it. Like that this baffles me.
Well, he doesn't even know what he's saying. That's the point. He doesn't understand
No.
the implications or like the general outline of his fucking words. He's just like saying shit that feels good, or
Yeah, man.
it's like an AI trying to wiggle out of their fucking prompt. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
By the time it trickles down to a company or a platoon or a squad level, you have a rules of engagement that nobody recognizes.
What was that?
Never mind. I remember just company, and I'm like, oh yeah, company, a platoon, yeah.
Yep.
It's just
Military shit.
Then it makes you incredibly difficult to actually do your job on the battlefield. That's the kind of assessment and look that an Army major will give to this process if I was confirmed to be the Secretary of Defense.
Your quote is
true understanding of that.
Your quote in 2024, our boys should not fight by rules written by dignified men in mahogany rooms 80 years ago. That would be the Geneva Convention. America should fight by its own rules, and we should fight to win or not go in at all.
Yeah, that's that fucking that's the 2-tier system. He's like, yep, everybody has these rules. The rest of the world has to follow what the UN rules are, but we, because we're American, we have bigger and better rules, and we can do whatever the fuck we want militarily.
Like this is the shit that happens when you're detached from history. Like when you're not fucking taking into account what the purpose of the Geneva Convention was.
Dude, honestly,
like,
it was a really good, like, especially for the time, dude. That was fucking magnificent deal, dude. For everybody.
Yeah, now it does need to be updated for the digital age for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I have no idea. I'm just saying this guy is.
But that's not abating by the Geneva Convention is a pretty easy way to get kicked out of NATO and the UN.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean,
and
like,
us
Geneva Convention established a Red Cross.
The people who actually know what the fuck those are and how important they really are won't stand for that.
Right. Yeah, I was just reading.
Hopefully.
So there's 4 different Geneva Conventions. Like the one we talk about now is just all 4 of them kind of put together to make the actual international humanitarian laws. But yeah, like, how can you read something about being a humanitarian and go, yeah, I don't agree with that? Like, that just says a lot about you as a person. Like, fuck, man. Yeah, like, so, like, the third, Geneva Conventions did, like, the POWs, you don't fucking torture them and shit like that. That's good.
Cluster bombs, landmines, nuclear weapons, chemical weapons, taking hostages, same with the POW thing.
Well, it's like, how is this shit even relevant? What does this guy even have planned? That's my thing. Like, what is this guy... Like, what does this guy want to fucking discard?
So I'm saying, just listening off this little bit, like, obviously, his idea is, like I said, whatever conflict we're in, we're going to end it the quickest we can, no matter what. And that's not a good way to have, because there can't be no matter what, because there are rules and regulations. Like they said, there's a UN, there's a Geneva Convention, all these things. You can't just fucking carpet bomb, or like I said, or nuke. Like, you just can't do things. Like, there's rules. And this guy's trying to make it sound like that America should be above the rules.
Criticism people like Obama got over hospitals being destroyed and shit, schools, but then these guys are just they don't give a fuck about that if it's just victory at all costs, swift fucking it's scary.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense really if you think about it, because America was founded and runs on a war economy, and if we're ending every conflict the quickest way, the war economy will crash since we won't be in conflict for as long. Therefore, we're not pumping out munitions, armaments, vehicles, et cetera, all that shit. So that, in a way, will take the economy within itself. Because how many you go past plastic mold injection place, anything like that, I guarantee you they at least have 1 or 2 military contracts. I guarantee it. And it's usually something for like a manifold or something basic like that. It's not like no top secret shit, but it's just like a piece for a bigger part,
Mm-hmm. For sure, dude.
So in that sense, it could possibly, with that, plus also make like I said, get kicked out of NATO and the UN and make a shit ton of enemies. And guess what? We're Nazi Germany, and we're getting fucked out the ass despite that. Hey, we didn't have any, kind of like what Russia, like the populace of Russia is like, yo, Putin, what the fuck? Like, we did not want this. We're going to be the same. Like, we did not want this, and we're the ones that are suffering while you assholes get rich. Fuck you.
Well, I mean, yeah. So if you want to think about it, so like if Putin was to do what Pete Hegseth is talking about, he would just fucking carpet bomb all of Ukraine and try to take it over like today. Like,
yeah.
But we don't allow that, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense that the most insane person isn't doing that, but yet Pete wants to do that. So that just proves that he's more of a sociopath than Putin is, and that's pretty hard to top.
Well, yeah, dude. All these, like I said, it's funny because all these people kept saying for 4 years that us sending weapons to Ukraine is going to cause World War III, but yet we're talking about openly taking over fucking allies and all this shit. It's like, and then this guy's like, "Oh, if we got to fight people, we'll take them out as fast as we can, no matter what." No, I know there's rules, but America has better rules, so whatever. Like, like people, listen. What the fuck these people are saying, man? It's not. Like, I don't know why these people keep saying that these people are lying or they're just talking shit or whatever. It's like, no, dude, I'm pretty sure they mean exactly what the fuck they say.
Unrelated, apparently, the NPR put out this story. The headline is, "This skateboarding economist suggests we need more skate parks and less capitalism."
Dude, I mean, that probably would be a good thing, honestly.
Yeah, I'm 100% for that. Hell yeah.
Dude, all that kind of shit to have... all that shit that helps you stay outside, gets you physical activity, and makes you creative can't be too bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you saying that the Geneva Convention provisions, which clearly outlaw torture of prisoners, should not apply in the future?
Senator, how we treat our wounded, how we treat our prisoners, the applications of the Geneva Conventions are incredibly important. But we would all have to acknowledge that the way we fought our wars back when the Geneva Conventions were written are a lot different than the asymmetric, non-conventional environment of counterinsurgency that I confronted in Iraq and Afghanistan. I was the senior counterinsurgency instructor in Afghanistan. My job was to understand how the Taliban and Al-Qaeda operated so that NATO units coming...
What up?
Here's the thing about it, though. Here's the thing about that. When you find the Taliban or some insurgency to them, the Geneva Convention does not apply to them since they are not
a sovereign nation.
No, they're not in a uniform, in an official government.
Yeah, I'm saying they're not a part of actual sovereign nation. Like, they're not fighting for Syria or Iran. They're fighting for Houthis and Hezbollah or whatever. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so technically they're just terrorists on that point. Mm-hmm. And on the other point is that the insurgents treat us like shit, but that's because they weren't part of a sovereign nation, and therefore their country would not be blamed for that. It would be the organization itself, so they could just do it fuck all, without mass consequences, without a general or said dictator of the state coming down on their head and torturing the fuck out of them.
Well, that's what they do. That's what Iran does. Iran uses all these proxies to be like, oh, well, we didn't do it. Why are you going to be mad at us? It's not us. It was the Houthis. It's not us. It was Hezbollah. It was Hamas. It was these people.